This is one of the recent songs that were recorded. Of course, it's Mark Shepard and Joy Adler as well on that. And tell us about the recording process a little bit about, you know.
Well, interestingly enough, Joe Monona is the recording engineer and arranger, and I basically played the song and asked him to just give me some ideas, and he sent me a kind of a demo track, and Gene Moore did his parts in his studio in Mount Kisco, New York, and just sent them to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So
gorgeous guitar, wow!
He will be
Smoking.
He will be there Saturday. Gene Moore is my oldest musical friend. I've played with him since 1982.
Mm.
He was, I think, on my first or second album back in the LP days. And he is, I think, one of the world's greatest guitarists.
Truly,
and,
truly.
you know, again, totally unsung. Nobody knows about him. You know, there's a lot of great musicians who no one's heard of these days. And so he played his part, and then Joy and I went in, and she sang up a storm on her part. It's not that complicated a song, but it has a real edge and a real, you know, gutsiness that Joe was able to capture and kind of guide.
Yeah.
You know.
So I felt like he was singing his heart out, you know, and I thought the only thing that would be appropriate was to feel what he was, for me, to just feel what he was trying to bring and then match it. Because you can't go in, you know, this is passion, this is him pouring his heart out. And, you know, nothing less would be a fit for the song. So I said to Joe, I said, Joe, I'm going to put the lights out. I'm going to take one pass at this, and I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to do my best to meet Mark, you know, where I feel he is, and bring, you know, the feminine version of the masculine power that he's bringing for the unification on Earth. And I feel like we kind of achieved that in some
I think we did.
You really guys did great. I mean, you really, I thought in the beginning when I first started hearing this music, when you were in one other time or a couple other times you were in, that hearing you together on this, and that's when it inspired me to, you guys got to come in together. We got to play these songs while you're both in the studio, and we want to hear them together and comment on them.
And here's the thing, you know, Joe and Gene are going to be performing on Saturday, as we said earlier.
Yeah, and I have not performed with them. I've never performed live with Joe because basically he's on tour all the time or in his studio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is in Kevin Bacon's band.
Yeah,
Bacon Brothers.
The Bacon Brothers.
That's
and
right.
He's on tour, and just to get him is amazing. But Riley O'Neill was in the studio with me in August, and she sang on "Oh My Beloved," and it was just mind blowing. And she was like, "We should play together. We should do a concert." I'm like, "Well, if we did it up in Albany, would you guys come?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And Joe was like, "Sure," you know. I'm like, Joe actually leaving his house, you know. And so it was really cool. And then Gene Moore just came on. I asked him, and he had to work out his schedule, but he came on board about a week and a half ago and confirmed, and Riley confirmed last week, and I just got so excited. And Brian Melick,
Local legend, our Brian Melick.
I knew him years and years before I ever met Joy. I met him at a school showcase for school assembly programs, which I do, and we hit it off, and then I bumped into him in Oneonta at a jazz band that he's in. I mean, the guy is all over the place, and he is so easy to work with, and I wanted him to sing, or to play, sing with his hands, his percussion. And he was in, and it's just like this dream band. I was like, if I could, these are the musicians I would want in my band, and they all said yes. And it was
and Saturday is the night, and we only have about 17 tickets left.
Only 17
7
tickets
o'clock.
left.
7 o'clock on the 19th, Saturday the night, November 19th. You can go to markshepard.com, check out his website. You said there's something for them.
There's a little blue button called the Rogue Mystics.
The Rogue Mystics.
Click that, and it has the information about the band members and a link for the tickets.
Great. I will be there, my friends. To also celebrate Mark Shepard, Joy Adler, I'll introduce the affair from
Great.
in the beginning, as I have with you, Joy.
For all of our community heart
You
share
know,
events. Yeah.
I'm actually on your community heart
Yes,
share
you
CD.
are.
And can I add one more
Yeah.
thing? I'm giving 10% off the top to the Albany
Yeah.
Peace Project to support Bethany.
That's
She was
good.
actually going to be in the band, but she had to fly to Seattle. She has to fly to Seattle this weekend, unfortunately. So, but I want to really celebrate her. We're going to be singing her song that I wrote for her, the Albany Peace Project, "Be the Change."
Yes.
And she is an amazing musician that most people don't know that.
Right.
She's
She is?
amazing musician.
Bethany Gagne?
Yeah,
is a
Crane
musician?
School of Music.
Yes.
What's she play?
She plays the piano and she sings.
Oh, wonderful. Maybe
But
check
she
out
doesn't
her
tell
song.
anybody that.
No. Well, I'm gonna be playing another song, another great song that you recently recorded, of the tons of CDs you put out.
Tons.
These recent recordings are so beautiful, and these are getting more of a heavy rotation right now of your
Sweet.
music. So,
Thank
even though I love all your music, Mark, and I've delved into your
My oeuvre.
yeah, the chest of beautiful magic that you've created. So let's play. You know what I'm going to play? Let's see if you can guess. You don't have to guess because there's a.
Surrender themselves.
Do I have to call in?
No, yeah, okay. Now, we surrender, but no. It goes like. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun,
Drum of the
dun,
distance.
dun, 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 dun. Love this song.
This was, I heard,
And this was recorded during that session, right?
Yeah.
This is great.
There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here.